Donna here with Elderly Adventures. Hi again. Today we're talking about 5 biggest regrets that seniors have. I live in a seniors building. Well, it's almost all seniors. There are some other ages here, but it's mostly seniors. So I get to talk to a lot of seniors in the laundry room and stuff like that. And, you know, I've been here almost 10 years, so I know a few people. And we get chatting sometimes, right? And between that and some information that I've heard and some research that I've done, the 5 biggest regrets that I think seniors have, and the last one is the most important to me, okay? But the 5 biggest regrets, first one being not saving enough money for their retirement. So some people do regret not saving enough money, and I think that's just because it's harder to do things if you don't have the funds. So if you could possibly save more money so that in your go-go years, which is the first 10 years of retirement, that you can do more things. We're healthier nowadays. We want to travel more. We have more things that we want to do. So let's try to save a little bit more money when we're younger so that we can do more in the first years of retirement. So if you are listening to this channel and you are younger, keep that in mind, okay? Put away a little bit extra if you can. And if you can't, that's okay. And if you didn't, that's okay too. Don't beat yourself up. I do not have a lot saved. I have a small pension from my work and I have a small RRSP, and that's it. So I don't have much. Number 2, working too much and not spending enough time with family. So I guess between the first one and the second one, it's a balance, right? So do you work tons so you have the extra money, or do you spend time with your family, right? So there has to be a balance. It's a fine line, and you have to find your line, right? So you can't just work like a dog and not enjoy your life. I mean, God only knows. Anything could happen to you or a loved one. You want to make sure that you're spending enough time with that loved one, right? So I think that is extremely important. So we can't make work so important, but we can't not either, right? So I just want to say here, please like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe, and it really, really helps the channel. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Number 3, waiting too long to travel or to try new things. So, you retire and you say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and then you don't do it. You don't put a plan in place so that it never happens. You have to plan a vacation. You have to plan a trip. You have to plan going to see someone or taking a course or whatever. It all costs money, or most of it does, and you have to plan these things. And if you don't plan them, it never seems to happen. Write it down. Work it out backwards. How far in advance do you have to do what? I know I want to go to Paris next September. So I am planning that now. So I'm trying to get all my costs together, putting away a little bit of money a month, and trying to figure out when's the best time to book. I'm planning it. I'm writing things down. I have a little book on my Paris trip already, right? So these are the things that I need to do, and it really, really helps. You got to prioritize, or you're not going to do anything, and then you end up with regrets, right? We don't want those. So number 4 is not taking enough risks or following their passion. So say there's something you want to learn and you decide you just never do it. Maybe you want to start a business, a YouTube channel, something like that. This is very risky, right? You invest a little bit of money, you put a lot of time into it, you have to learn a bunch of new things to do a YouTube channel. You have to learn how to edit, you have to learn how to record, how to talk to a camera, all that kind of stuff, right? So it can be difficult, but it can also be so rewarding and so much fun. I'm enjoying it thoroughly, right? So yeah, so you want to make sure that you're doing everything that you need to do so that your passions are being fulfilled, right? These things are important. Tell the people you love them. Make sure you're expressing love every day. You know, go smell the flowers. Go sit down by the water. You know, any of those things, okay? And then the last thing I want to talk about, number 5, is the biggest regret of all is not prioritizing your health enough. And I am guilty. I let myself go for a few years. It was really bad. I was very, very unhealthy and very heavy, and I ended up having a gastric bypass last year. So last December, so it hasn't even been a year yet. And you know, it really, really helped me refocus my health, helped me realize how unhealthy I was and how much I don't want that anymore. People had stopped inviting me places because I couldn't keep up. I couldn't breathe well enough to walk very much, you know, so they stopped inviting me. Now I can keep up and I'm invited more, and they don't have to worry about me as much. And I feel better, and I walk all over the place. I walk to Walmart, I walk to the bank, I walk all over. And, you know, and to me, I am doing the best for myself, and I am hoping it'll add some years to my life, you know. I quit smoking 5 years ago, but then I just racked on pound after pound after pound, and it was horrible. You need to make sure you're moving every day. You need to make sure you're walking, you're doing exercises, you're strength training. It doesn't have to be outrageous. You just need a little bit. So 20 minutes a day would make a huge difference in your life. Eating healthy. It's okay to have a treat now and then, but not every day. You know, you need to get rid of the processed foods. Cook at home. So cooking at home makes so much difference than the easy processed foods. I'm going to do a video on healthy eating as well, okay? So let's summarize these 5 regrets that a lot of seniors have, okay? Number 1 is not saving enough money for retirement. Number 2 is working too much and not spending enough time with your loved ones. Number 3 is waiting too long to travel or try new experiences. Number 4, not taking enough risks or following your passions. And number 5, not prioritizing your health, okay? So those are the 5 things. I know many of us probably have some of these regrets. I don't want you to beat up on yourself, but you know, there's nothing you can do. All we can do is change where we are and make the changes that we need to change so that we can be happier and live a better life from here on in. So thank you so much. Until next time, live fully, age gracefully, and love endlessly. Bye for now.